everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cougarlicious Clubhouse. Yes, and boy, do we have a great show for you today. We have two fabulous comics. We're going to be visited virtually by Lindsay Glazer, who's known all around town and all around the country, as well as Justin Tietjen, another Las Vegas favorite. And we're just going to be laughing our time away today. And as for me, I'm DonnaJoy, and I am one of those ranting, retired baby boomers who refuses to get old. Oh, I refuse, and you know that. And like when I talk, some people laugh, some people cry, and some people start questioning their life choices. Take it away.
Cougarlicious, in my power I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all the eye candy under the moonlight. Oh, cougarlicious, watch me take my stand, grooving to the beat. Come and take my hand.
Yes. Did that get you going, Justin?
Yeah.
That got you going, yes. Again, I'm so excited to have Lindsay Glazer and Justin Tietjen here on the show with us today. But before we get started, I want to make sure that we recognize our sponsor for our show, and that is Linder Health Skincare. Linder Health Skincare, that's healthcare for your skin. I've been using it for years, and I just love it. And if you go on to linderhealth.com/Donna, you'll get a free gift. It's just like saying Donna sent you, and they'll love to hear from you. And let me tell you, it's a treat for your skin. So anyway, Justin, I'd like to welcome you.
Thank you. Who plays that opening song?
Who plays the opening song?
Yeah.
Well, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Okay.
So,
All right. That's fine.
We're going to bring Lindsay on.
All right.
We're going to start with Lindsay, and we'll be working with her. Lindsay Glazer, there she is. Hello, Lindsay.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing?
What's going on, girlfriend?
Not much.
You getting ready for a show?
Tonight? No, not tonight. No show tonight. I'm just doing, I don't think I have a show for 2 weeks, and then it's just a bunch of corporates in Utah.
A bunch of corporates?
Yeah. It's an unusual kind of month.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, August, it's kind of like the end of summer, before the fall, before the holidays, getting all that started up. Well, Lindsay, you have been around town are you a native of Las Vegas?
No.
No.
I'm originally from Peoria, Illinois. I'm the second most famous comedian out of there.
That's right. And you share the stage with Sam Kinison. Wasn't he from there?
Yes, but that's not the most famous. He was from East Washington, which is a half hour over. Richard Pryor is the most famous comedian out of Peoria, Illinois.
Is that right? I know. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Justin. Yeah. Richard Pryor was from Peoria, Illinois. Yeah. Unbelievable.
That's right.
So what brought you out to Las Vegas when you came out?
I was living in LA at the time, and then the pandemic happened, and I had a kid, and so Vegas was just more open. There was a lot more, I don't mean open like from the pandemic, but there was a lot more space for houses, and you couldn't go outside in LA, and my kid was young at the time, and she needed to have like that space. So, And I've been coming to Vegas since I was 5 years old. My dad, I don't know if you guys know, but my dad's a professional poker player. I mean, he tried to retire 6 times, and now he just plays poker professionally all the time.
Is that right? No, I did not know that. So you.
But I'm not. Go ahead.
No, so you've been coming here since you were a child.
Since I was 5 years old, when the Desert Inn still existed, and there was a no smoking casino.
Yes, well, remember that? Yeah. And
Yes.
when the strip was the strip, when you actually had to take taxi cabs from hotel to hotel because everything was so spread out. And now we have every inch of the real estate is taken up. So you moved here after COVID.
They're like during COVID. I moved
During
here in
COVID.
2020. Yeah.
So were you performing in Los Angeles before you came?
I performed in Los Angeles, all over, but I mostly perform on the East Coast, like at the world famous comic strip and places in Florida, because in LA, you have so many famous people there. You're not getting more than 5 to 10 minutes. So to keep your 60 minutes, you got to be what you said you would never, or like that you don't want to do anymore, which is a road comic. And it is real tough on you.
Yes. Well, the only reason I'm retired. Which is why I don't want to venture into the road comic, kind of venture type of thing. But which is why
You're preaching the choir.
But you're not retired, Lindsay.
Almost, just about. This year, I'm gonna.
You are.
Possibly.
And you have another profession too, don't you?
Well, I don't practice that profession anymore, but I am an attorney still, and I went back to school and got my master's in criminology, and I keep my license active, but I don't really practice. I mean, I was a litigator. Like, I practiced in front of juries. I did, like, death penalty cases.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what I love about having you on the show, because, Cougarlicious is about women who stand in their own power, celebrate the divine diva, and enjoys a little eye candy. And I think
that's why Tegan's on the show? Awesome.
And that's right.
I was going to say, what am I doing on the show?
Justin's our eye candy today.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. He's got the cutest
Listen,
dimples.
Donna, don't get me canceled. I'm not here to Me Too Justin.
So now you also are online a lot. I mean, you do a lot of work with Sirius XM Radio, Spotify. Yes. Tell us a little bit about that.
So not Spotify, but I do have an album on iTunes called Thanks Dad, and it's also everywhere else except Spotify, because there was that big legal case with the comics against Spotify. And then I'm trying. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to do more Instagram, which I despise. I really hate it, but it is a necessary evil. So I'm trying to do more Instagram and TikTok so I can do less flying and more like local stuff and drive, to my corporates, because that's a little less on the road.
Yes. And you have a little bit more control of that. And and I think we just froze a little bit there. So we're going to get back to Lindsay in a second, I guess. Rick, you'll help us out with that.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now. You're back already.
All right, I'm back. I can't
Rick
see
is
anything,
the best.
but I'm going to assume you're there.
Rick is our producer here at the studio, and he is absolutely the best.
Shout out to Rick. What's the last thing you heard me say?
Shout out to Rick. Woohoo. Okay. And you also do some TV.
Sometimes, yeah.
You have Sex Life on season 3, and tell us about this. Tell us about
fun.
This show.
That was actually during COVID. I did what are called the interstitials for a show called Sex Life, and it examines the different sex lives, what we're considered in our in Donna and I's generation, alternative lifestyles, but now in the throes of millennials and Gen Z and everything are just normal, polyamorous, people into kink, those sort of sexual preferences. They examined all sorts of things. It was really interesting. They did interviews with people who were asexual, and then they had a bunch of comics do the commentary in between. That was a really fun show. It was really interesting.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay. And you've also been very active in your career. You were very active in comedy festivals. And
in the beginning, I did quite a bit of comedy festivals. I can't remember the last one I did though. It's been a long time.
Do you recommend comedy festivals for up and coming comics?
Absolutely, but you should only do a festival if it is combined with a city that you want to go to, you have friends or family in, or it's somewhere you want to be. You should not go. I actually did a little I think it was an Instagram live with Kat Alvarado. She's been doing comedy forever. She started I don't know, years ago in LA, and we did a little Instagram live about how festivals are great when you're starting out. They're great for networking. They're great for getting time in. They're great for meeting people. Mm-hmm. But you should not go to a comedy festival solely for the purpose of the festival, because the money it takes for the trip isn't worth just the festival. You have to have a dual purpose to be there. Unless it's the biggest festival, something like Aspen that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but no, obviously, because festivals will draw in industry professionals that are scouting talent and all of that. So you do have that kind of opportunity, in the peripheral over there. But you also have the experience of getting on stage with probably comics that you've never seen before. I know I did the one comedy festival here with the Kenan Thompson, and I met comics from Atlanta and Arkansas, and people I probably would never meet before, and so it's good. It's a good camaraderie, I think.
Yeah, that's what it's great for. So you network. So the next time you're in Atlanta, you know where you can get up on stage. Like, I don't think that unless you're at like the big ones, there's like a ton of industry. I mean, now maybe there was like back in the day, but now there's hundreds and hundreds of festivals, and maybe like 5 of them have real industry at them.
But
I mean, Keenan's does, obviously.
well, and a lot of them, but a lot of the festivals also post online, so you don't know really who's watching. That
That's
type
true.
of thing. Kind of like this. We don't know who's watching. And I understand you also have a YouTube channel.
Oh, I do, but I have been very bad about being on it. I like actually wrote that down just while we were here about like post your Instagram stuff on YouTube Shorts. I'm the worst. I should start. I used to have a very active one, and then like over COVID, it just lost some touch. But I'm getting back to it. The technology's killing me. I'm going to see if I can have AI post some of my clips so I don't have to do it.
Well, AI is pretty amazing. It's pretty
It is.
amazing.
It really
stuff.
is.
Yeah, it really is. And are you still keeping the title of your YouTube channel?
Oh no! So the title was Alpha Bitch, right?
Right,
So
which I love.
that was what happened before, but it was a thing. It was supposed to be tongue in cheek, like that. Like I'm just like every other guy out there, but people say like you're a bitch because I do what every guy does. But no one understood the joke, and I wasn't good at naming things. So I don't know if I'll change the title or I'll just keep some of it. But as you know, as you do like more corporate and things, like you do a little like cleaner sets. So I'll probably take out the bitch. Plus, you can't advertise with Alpha Bitch anywhere on Facebook or whatever. You can't have any cursing in your ad, so that makes it hard to advertise for like shows you're at. And so I in the last few years I haven't used that title as much.
Yeah, which is why I've kind of stayed with the title of Cougarlicious.
Yeah. It's a good one.
And tries to basically encapsulate the alpha bitch. So it's kind of a good front for the alpha bitch. So
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's got the right. Like I wish I would have thought that. It's got the right idea. I actually did. I did just patent Alpha Woman, and so I'll
Good.
probably switch over to that. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
I like that. I like that. Well, we're
That-
gonna have to.
That's
talk
how I
about
use
that.
my law degree for patents. I want to buy.
There
What'd
you
you say,
go.
Justin?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything, but I was thinking that Sex Life show, was that like We Love the 80s? Because you mentioned commentary. So it's kind of like We Love the 80s?
Well, I don't know what We Love the '80s is.
Oh, it's a show that would have different clips, and then they would have comics do commentary.
Yeah,
So
that
it's-
sounds like it. But they were showing the '80s. That yeah, it was a lot like. Remember that show Dawn on HBO about the sex life?
No, I don't.
Well, I can't pull it, and Justin's too young. It was yeah. It's exactly what you're talking about, but with sex, Justin. Like yeah, like We Love the '80s. They show a bunch of clips, comics talk about it. But
Right.
in this case, they were showing like live things. Like we went to we went to like a tantric sex house, and we
Okay.
met like these 25 people that are living together, and they practice tantra sex daily. Or we went. Whatever, like they went to like whatever the version of the Green Door sex club was in Ohio. It was actually
Okay.
in Tulsa. Tulsa, it was underneath the church. which is,
Tulsa was underneath the
yeah,
church.
yeah.
I like that.
Tulsa's got religion on top, sex on the
On the
bottom.
bottom, you got
Yeah.
something for everybody.
Absolutely.
That's
I
great.
love that. I
I
love
like
You gotta
that.
scream out. You can scream out, "Oh God!" upstairs or downstairs.
Upstairs or down. There you go. Okay. And Justin, I want to talk a little bit with you here.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I want to
I
know a
think
little
that's
bit
why I'm
about.
here.
Pardon me.
I think that's why I'm here.
I think that's why
so we
you're
can
here
talk.
too. Yeah, we can talk. We can find out all about Justin Tietjen. What makes you tick?
What makes me tick? Oh man, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, tell us a little bit about your story, because I think your story is very engaging, very intriguing.
So I have a disability. I have muscular dystrophy, and actually, when I was a kid, we didn't know what type I had. We narrowed it down to 4 different types, but I never got a muscle biopsy, so we never knew what specific type I had until in 2019, where I got a genetics test, and it came back as it's called MST01, and there's only 11 known cases of it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you're that unique.
Yeah, and
You-
I'm also the oldest, so I'm
Yeah.
the most unique.
You invented it.
I invented it. We could say that.
Brought to you by Justin Tietjen. We'll just bottle that up. We'll put a little label on it and all that. But that is really what I find just absolutely wonderful is that is the premise of your comedy. I mean,
yeah.
you know, taking a look at the world through your eyes and your experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to me that when you talk, nothing is held back. I mean, everyday life is a comedy routine.
You know, for the first like 3 years of my comedy, I didn't talk about my disability. I didn't want to talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, and so like, you know how I have trouble going up steps. So my disability, it's slowly progressive. So like I was able to do stuff when I was a kid that I can't do now. And so when I started comedy, I was able to go up steps slowly, right? So if I went up one step, I would walk fast to get momentum to go up that step, and hopefully no one would realize that I had a disability. Like I didn't want to talk about it at all. You know.
So what drove you to the comedy stage then?
So you know those books that say like 1,001 pickup lines or something like that?
Yeah.
My friend was like, you should write a book of things that you want to do but shouldn't. Like, I don't know, jack off in a drug screening or something like that. And then also, my friends would always say that you cheer me up when you insult me. So I always thought if you can turn the negative into a positive, that's like a talent, I guess.
And that's what I really enjoy about your comedy, and I think we've talked about this too before, is that you're very contrarian. I mean, everything is contrary to what you see happening, and you just take that opposite look. You just look. How long have you been doing this?
12 years.
12 years.
I'm going on 12 years. I started in 2014. Yeah.
And you were what, 12 when that happened?
I think I was 26.
26.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. You
20
are a little.
25?
You are an eye candy.
25?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I look at myself in the mirror every day.
Now you've appeared around town, of
Yeah.
course, and you've appeared a lot at. I know we've met at Wise Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where. But
Yeah.
you've been at the LA Comedy Store.
LA Comedy Club. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, let's see, I've done Jimmy Kimmel's, The Dirty at 12:30. Those are like all the big places around here that I've done. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you talk about your disability as you move on, what are the prime areas where you really find comedy, like grocery shopping?
I mean, everywhere.
Uh-huh.
It's just relating it to the audience. Like it's just like telling my story, you know, to the audience in a funny way.
Right.
So the way I see it is that I feel like society has kind of been conditioned, or society has conditioned people to think of disabilities in a certain light.
Right.
And so I try to come at it from a different angle.
The advantages of being
Right,
disabled.
the advantages, the
Right.
positives.
Such as?
Such as, you know, having autism makes you super smart. You know, having Down syndrome, you're super happy. You know, the thing I love about my disability is it helps me think differently about certain situations. So, like, for instance, I've fixed my bed frame with a car jack. Like, who thinks of stuff like that?
Why do you
know?
use a car jack to fix your
Because I
bed
can't.
frame?
I mean, I can't lift up a mattress, right? But I had to lift it to fix my bed frame, so I had to think of something to lift it up.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So after about a couple hours, I was like, "Oh, I'll just go outside and lift up, or get my car jack and jack up this mattress so I can fix my bed frame."
Well, you know, wouldn't that be like an interesting YouTube channel to have? I mean, in all the little things that you have to do to substitute for the
Yeah.
disability, you
Yeah.
can use a car jack for you. And
You
what
use
else?
a car jack.
What else?
I'm trying to work on a joke where, like, I should be like a mathematician with all the angles and leverages and all the stuff that I have to do. But like we have a dog. We have tiny dogs, so we have dog ramps for them to get up on the couch. And so when we get a package, I'll move it inside, and then I'll move the dog ramp close to the up to the chair, and I'll push the package up the dog ramp onto the chair.
There you go.
And then angle the package onto the table, and then I'll angle it onto the back of the chair so it gradually keeps getting
Yes,
higher.
yes, yes.
And then by the time it's on the back of the chair, it's kind of at the desired height where I can just pick it up and walk over to the table and put it on the table.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
so
love
it's
it. Yeah, the ingenuity of the disability.
yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
you really have to be,
It really helps you be like creative and just think it differently about the world. You know, like the way I see it actually is that I do the same thing everyone else does, but with less. So I'm better than everyone, pretty much.
There you go. And you say something in your act about falling down. You have to.
Let's say I've fallen in New York, and people refused. Well, actually, just a couple refused to pick me up. Only one couple was behind me, and I said, "Hey, I have a disability. Can you pick me up?" And the guy was like, "No," and the woman didn't even bat an eye.
Well, that's New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then
Well, you could also do a video on that too. Go to different cities and fall down and see people's reactions.
I like that. I like that. I've also
Do a
been
report.
pitched the idea of how I should do a TV show where I find the other 10
Where you
that
find
have
the-
because there are
Oh.
11 people that have my disability. So they were like, you know what you should do is you should go do a show where you go around looking for the other 10 people that have the same kind of disability.
Wow, that would be an interesting
That would-
show.
yeah.
You kind of seek them out.
Yeah.
And put them together.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
then you could have a whole series going
Yeah,
on, and
yeah.
and you could find out how they've dealt with it.
Yeah,
with the
and then I could
disability.
be on Sex Life, and Lindsay could talk about me.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah. Do we
sleep
still
with
have
all of
Lindsay
them.
with us, or?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
there
still
she
here.
is. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to. I didn't want to cut you out there, Lindsay. Any upcoming shows that you all want to be? I know you're doing corporate shows, Lindsay, and you.
I'm doing corporate, so you can't
Yeah.
come. It's a lot of money, and I can't advertise it. It's perfect
Yeah.
for this month.
Okay.
I normally actually take July and August off because
Mm-hmm.
they're bad for like comedy. Like if everyone's going back to school or on vacation. I think the next thing I have coming up is that's local is Bucks in October.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Bucks.
Nice.
We all love
Yeah.
Bucks Tavern.
I still need to go there.
Yeah, it's a fun place. Fun
Is it?
place. Yeah, yeah. What about you, Justin? What are you doing?
Let's see. Me and Tanner we're doing the roast battle in
Oh.
LA at the Comedy Store.
When's that?
The 18th, the 19th, I think. I don't know. My phone's
this
like
month?
dead. Yeah, this month.
Great, great.
And then
Well, I
don't-
always see you
don't-
at Wise Guys.
I don't have it off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
when we
so.
do that, we usually see each other Wednesday nights at Wise Guys.
Yeah.
We're all working out on our materials over there. So
I'll be at Kimmel's, I think, on the 17th.
of this month.
Of this
Excellent.
month. I think it's a Thursday, 16th.
Yeah,
Sometime.
excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. So Jimmy Kimmel's and then L.A. and
Yep.
you're cooking.
I am doing the best I can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Well, we're actually, we're starting to run out of time in our show right now. And I want to kind of like reel back here and thank Lindsay and thank Justin for coming out and being part of the show and sharing this episode with y'all. And I also want to say thank you again to our sponsor, Linder Healthcare. Linder Health Skincare, there she is, there is, which, by the way, we are going to have one of the formulists, if you will, the science behind Linder Healthcare. They're going to be on our show in about a week or so. So that's really going to be kind of fun to watch, and we're going to catch all the details as to how they formulate to keep the skin fresh and beautiful. And I also want to remind all of our viewers out there to please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Yay! Because that's one way that you can support our channel. And we just love to see it. We're growing every week. Every week we keep getting
Yeah.
more and more subscribers.
Oh, that's good.
The Cougarlicious is getting out there. The word is getting out. And also, if you'd all like, you could also go to our website at cougarlicious.com and go to our store. And this is another way that you can support the channel. Just go to the store. You can see we have all kinds of merchandise. We've got the wine glasses. We've got coffee cups. We've got t-shirts. We have got underwear.
Ooh, nice. I need that.
You like that?
Yeah, I
you
need
need
that.
that. And all kinds of other things. So if you go on, please, grab yourself a little merchandise and support the channel because we really appreciate it. And I think that's kind of what we have going for today. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Lindsay?
you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you,
having
Lindsay,
us.
for coming
Have a nice
on.
night.
Yes, it was
You're
really a
welcome.
pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Love to have you. And so we'll see you next time on Cougarlicious Clubhouse.